Abdul Sattar Edhi. Pakistan's famous philanthropist and social worker Abdul Sattar Edhi was born in a village near Junagadh in 1929. His father was a cloth merchant. When Edhi was 11 years old, his mother suffered a stroke due to diabetes, and he served her a lot. He was convinced to help others from childhood. This act later proved to be effective in making his life successful. His village near Junagadh in Gujarat was called Bantwa, where 75% of the population of 25,000 was from the Memon community. They lived in a laundry. When Abdul Sattar Edhi was 7 years old, he moved from the laundry to another neighborhood. Abdul Sattar Edhi focused less on studies and more on playing. The class master made him a monitor, and thus a taste for development was born in him. His father was often away from home due to business, and little Abdul Sattar was raised by his mother. He had a passion for serving people since childhood. He was sympathetic to the mentally handicapped and the poor. He prayed and fasted from the age of 11, but he was never a religious extremist. He left school in the 4th grade. At the age of 11, he worked in the shop of a cloth merchant, Haji Abdullah, for a monthly salary of 5 rupees. He sold clothes from door to door with a pillow on his back. He also ran the shop and once again sat down to study in the first class of English. He completed his formal education at the age of 15. He used to read Gujarati newspapers as a child. He was introduced to the ideas of Marx and Lenin through the Bombay Samachar. He studied the Indian independence movement. Maxim Gorky's novel Mother changed his mind, and his interest in revolution increased. His father was a liberal philosopher. In the last days of the British, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah held a big political meeting in Bantwa, in which Abdul Sattar Edhi and his friends collected 35,000 rupees and became members of the Muslim League. During the partition, due to the threat of Hindu-Muslim riots, his family migrated to Pakistan along with 3,000 Muslims. His family used to come to Malir, a suburb of Karachi. In 1957, when many people died due to the flu epidemic in Karachi, it had a great impact on Edhi. He set up a tent outside the city and housed the victims there and served them to the best of his ability. Soon, some of the rich people of Karachi helped him financially. At that time, he established a dispensary and started an ambulance service. He also established a free maternity home. And, according to a BBC report from 2002 to 2008, Edhi centres across Pakistan were mostly engaged in social work. In addition to ambulance and dispensary facilities, the Edhi Foundation has established hospitals, maternity homes, hospitals for the mentally ill, homes for the disabled, shelters for abandoned children, etc. in Pakistan in general, and Sindh in particular. In addition, the Edhi Foundation reaches out for timely assistance in times of natural disasters, accidents, earthquakes, and fires. A branch called Edhi Child Home is established on the Karachi-Hyderabad superhighway, which has sheltered hundreds of orphans and abandoned children. This simple-dressed man never showed arrogance. He also set up camps in different cities to collect charity by taking a boat to help the poor and hungry. In the terrible earthquake that struck on October 8, 2005, he quickly reached Balakot, Kashmir and other affected areas and helped them. Edhi received many awards for his services, including international fame and recognition. He was also awarded an honorary doctorate degree by the Institute of Business Administration, Pakistan. According to the 1997 Guinness Book of World Records, the Edhi Foundation's ambulance service was declared the largest ambulance service in the world. In addition, Edhi was also recognized for working without any leave. Abdul Sattar Edhi came to Sindh after the formation of Pakistan in 1947. But the original homeland of his ancestors was the same. In his autobiography, he has told about his ancestors that 3 centuries ago he converted from Hinduism to Islam through a scholar of Thatta and adopted the title of Momin, who was later called Memon. These Memons left Hala in Sindh and went to Kathiawar. We are one of these Memons, Bantu Memon. Abdul Sattar Edhi's family belonged to the Edhi family of Kathiawar, where their Edhi palace was located. But with the passage of time, that village also became part of Mesra. The Gujarati word Edhi means slow, but his name is associated with hard-working, humanitarian attitudes and away from conflicts, which is why he was called Edhi. Abdul Sattar Edhi's grandfather, Haji Rahmatullah Tawakkoli, was a peace-loving man and used to resolve public disputes peacefully. Edhi's father's name is Abdul Sattar Edhi. After the death of his father's first 2 wives, he married a Westerner. His mother belonged to a merchant family, the Dewan, and had previously been violently divorced, whom the philanthropist Abdul Sattar Edhi married. Gabi was the mother of Abdul Sattar. This great man of the world passed away on July 8, 2016. He was buried with state honors by the government of Pakistan.